Hello dear students, myself Jitnesh Patil welcome you all in the third session of mechanical properties and elastic constant of metals. I assuming that you have already gone through the two parts of this chapter, so we'll start our third part. So in this part we will study about the triaxial stress system. So in this session we will see the numerical based on the triaxial stress system. So I mentioned here that when the three forces are applied on mutually perpendicular planes, then stress so developed in the system is called as triaxial system. That means in this system the stresses are applying on x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, that means three axes. In earlier in the biaxial stress system we will study about the y and only x. In this session we will study about the y, x, y and z. So as the stresses, that is sigma x, sigma y and sigma z are the three stresses which are applied on the three axes respectively, and the as you know the mu is the Poisson's ratio. So we will consider the stress applied on each axis. That time the strain develop in one portion, that is on x axis, will be the sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma y divided by E minus mu into sigma z divided by E. I repeat, the stress is so developed in the x axis will be the stress divided by E, that is Young's modulus or modulus of elasticity, minus this strain developed in other two axes. So by considering this same, for the strain developed in the y direction we will consider the other two stress in negative, that is sigma y divided by E minus mu into sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma z divided by E. Similarly for the z we will consider sigma z divided by E mu into sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma divided by E. You just have to keep in mind that whenever the x, the first will be the x, for y, y and the z, z. So total volumetric strain, that will be strain in each direction, that is sum of strain in all three direction. So by putting these three values we will get a finalized equation, that is volumetric strain is equals to sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z divided by E, multiply this whole by 1 in bracket 1 minus 2 mu. We will start our first numerical, which is based on this. A steel cube block of 50 mm side is subjected to force of 6 kN tensile, 8 kN compressive and 4 kN tensile along x, y and z respectively. Determine change in volume of the block, and we have to take E is equals to 200 gigapascal and m, that is 10 by 3. So we'll take this in the figure. As we have the side of steel cube is 50 mm as given, and the stresses on the x axis, that is force on x axis, is 6 kN. So 6 kN is 10, 6 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. It is a tensile, so we take as a positive. In the y direction it is 8 kN compressive, so I written here minus 8 kN. As it is compressive I am taking the negative sign. Same as the for z, it is positive, so 4 kN into 4 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. For the value of E, it is given here 200 gigapascal, so that will be converted as a 200 kN divided by m square, and the conversion of kilonewton change into the 10 raised to 3, so Newton. So as we studied, the stress is nothing but the force divided by cross section area. So we have only the forces will convert into stress, that is stress nothing but the force divided by area. So value of P of x is 6 into 10 raised to 3 divided by area, means it is a cube, so the side area of the any one side will be the side square, so 50 into 50. So the final answer will be 2.4 Newton per m square for the value of sigma x. Same as we will calculate sigma y, that is P of y divided by, as it is given here, minus 8 into 10 raised to 3 divided by again 50 into 50, as it is cube, so all sides are same. So value of sigma y will be minus 3.2 Newton per m square. For the third, that is stress in z direction, P of z will be sigma z is equals to P of z divided by A, so 4 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 50 into 50 again, and 1.6 Newton per m square. Now finally we have to calculate the volumetric strain, is nothing but the sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z divided by into 1 minus 2 mu. Putting all the value which we have already calculated. So here 4 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 1 minus 0.6. So the final answer will be 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 6. That is the volumetric strain. And we have to calculate the change in volume. So what we will do, the value of V is total volume. So here which is divided, it will get shifted to on the right hand side, we will going to multiply. So volume of cube is side cube, that is 50 into 50 into 50. So volumetric strain will be 0. In second problem, we have to calculate again same the calculator bulk modulus, means we have to find out the value of K and modulus of elasticity, that is E. A cube of 200 mm side is subjected to compressive force of 3500 kilonewton in all sides, and the changes in the volume of cube is 5000 mm cube. Calculate the K and calculate the E, that is modulus of elasticity. We have Poisson's ratio is 0.28. So as a side is 200 mm, value of P is 3500 kilonewton. So 3500 into 10 to 3 Newton. The change in volume means delta V, that is 5000 mm cube. Value of mu is given 0.28. We have all forces are same, so P1 is equals to P2 is equals to P3, which is equals to 3500 into 10 to 3. And we know the all stresses will be same, as the forces are same, the stresses will be same. So stress will nothing but the force divided by area. So 3500 into 10 raised to 3 divided by, it is a cube, so side square, so 200 into 200. So we get 87.5 Newton per m square. And we also calculate volume. So volume will be side cube, so it will be 8 into 10 raised to 6 mm cube. As we have to calculate the modulus of elasticity, we know the delta V is equals to sigma x plus sigma y. We know the volumetric strain is equals to delta V divided by V, which is equals to sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z divided by E into 1 minus 2 mu. Substituting the value we have, so delta V is 5000 and V is equals to 8 into 10 raised to 6. So by putting this value in this equation, we get the equation, the value of E is 1.848 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per m square. Now we have to calculate the K. So as we have as we know the relation between E and K, that is E is equals to 3K in bracket 1 minus 2 mu. Putting the value, we get final answer for the K is 1.4 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. Last numerical in this session, that is calculate the strain induced in a cube of 400 mm side in x, y, z if it is subjected to 300 Newton per m square tensile stress in x direction, 500 Newton in 500 Newton per m square tensile stress in y direction, and 200 Newton per m square compressive in stress. So we have the direction and the magnitude also, tensile, compressive and tensile. So we'll put in the figure. As your side of cube is 400 mm, sigma x is given as it is 300 Newton per m square, sigma y is 500 Newton per m square, and sigma z as it is compressive, we are taking as a negative 200 Newton per m square. Value of mu is not given, so we are taking as a assuming the 0.25, and value of E is not given, so we will assuming at as a 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per m square. Again we have to calculate the strain in each direction. So for the E of x, that is strain in x direction, will be sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma y divided by E minus mu into sigma z divided by E. Taking E as 1 by E as a common, putting the value, we get sigma E of x is equals to 1.125 into 10 raised to minus 3. For same way, we will calculate strain in y direction, that is E of y is equals to sigma y divided by E minus mu into sigma x divided by E minus mu into sigma z divided by E. Again taking 1 by as a common, in bracket sigma y minus mu into sigma x minus mu into sigma z. Putting the value, we get final answer for E of y will be 2.375 into 10 raised to minus 3. Next is strain in z direction, that is u of z. Same way, sigma z divided by e minus mu into sigma x divided by e minus mu into sigma divided by e. Putting the value, get final answer as minus 7.5 into 10 raised to minus 4. As it is a minus, so it is compressive. So that's all about the third chapter. We will meet again in the fourth chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Stay home safe.